a preacher voice on it. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, give me Jesus. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Get your Bibles in your hand. Hallelujah. I don't know about nobody else, but I feel the praise working on me tonight. I'm telling you, I feel the praise working on me. If you got somebody on the road that look like they don't want to praise him, you want to tell your neighbor, I serve notice to this all. That all it takes is one thought, and you're going to have to grab your bag and go, because I'm going to clear the whole room with my, where my praise is at tonight. All right. Reach the Bible. Get the Bibles in your hand. Glory to God. I had to do a praise check. Hallelujah. I'm so grateful I didn't call her name before, but my friend, amen, Apostle Ramos is in the building. Always give God praise for her. That's my new friend. She's an anointed woman of God. Amen. And we're grateful, amen, that she's here tonight. I didn't recognize her because I'm telling you, she just gets younger and younger and younger. Amen. All right, Isaiah 43. This message the Lord has given me, and I've been traveling with it because I believe that this is a word for the season. Amen, somebody. And when you minister and you travel, sometimes God will give you something that is seasonal so that people will understand the season and the time that we're living in today. Amen. I don't know if everybody's expectation is the same, meaning that I'm expecting the same thing to happen. You get nervous when good things happen, when you start thinking that the devil is around the corner and he's going to interrupt your flow. Amen. But tell somebody, not in this season. Hallelujah. I want to go to Isaiah 43, and normally my mother would read, but I'm going to read for you tonight. Isaiah 43, beginning at verse 18 and conclude at verse 21. I believe that we can tie this into the theme. Amen. And the word of the Lord reads on this wise. Remember not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Somebody say now. It shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. The beast of the field shall honor me, and the dragon and the owl. Because I give water in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, to give drink to my people, my chosen. 21. This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. Father, I thank you for this opportunity to declare your word. We ask that as we decrease, that you increase. Father, speak to your people in this house. Let your word with power, let it come forth with authority. Father, let your people hear, heed, and be blessed. Father, let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer, in Jesus' name. Let the people of God say, amen. For those of you hearing me for the first time, I'm telling you, whatever Dr. Gorrell gave me, I can preach 3 weeks straight now. She handed me something in a little package, and she said, you only need one strong. And I think I can preach for 3 weeks straight. Amen. Those of you that are hearing me for the first time, amen, I'm a congregation participation type of a preacher. And what that simply means is that not only am I going to have you talk back to me, but I'm going to have you talk to your neighbor a few times, not because it's churchy, not because it's the popular thing to do, but I believe that if you say it, then you've heard it. And if you've heard it, you can receive it into your spirit. Amen, somebody? Does anyone else besides myself believe in charging your atmosphere with the word of the Lord? I want you to look over at your neighbor and say, neighbor, the thought for tonight is no more interruptions. I need somebody to put your preacher voice on. I'm talking to somebody that's been through hell and back. Find you somebody that look like they ain't gonna hold up your praise tonight and say, neighbor, I declare it, I decree it. No more interruption. That is our friend tonight. The Old Testament consists of 39 books, and they are broken into 5 different divisions. This passage of consideration comes out of the division of the major prophets. When you hear the terminology major and minor prophet, it does not mean that one is more significant than the other. It does not mean that one is more important than the other. It just simply means that one may have more prophecies recorded or more to say than the other. Isaiah was a major prophet, and theologians consider this book to be the 5th gospel. Because if you take a walk through Isaiah, you realize that Isaiah gives such prophecy, Bible prophecy, about the coming Messiah. It is very evangelistic in its approach because it deals with bringing people back into fellowship with God and redemption of man. The book of Isaiah deals with the fact that there is a group of individuals that have gone away from God. And it's much like the season and the time that we're in right now, where people have a form of godliness, but they deny the power thereof. We are religious, but religious does not always mean righteous. So although there were people in that time that had practices of idol worship, where they would worship images that were set up, and people were tempted to go away from what they knew to be right, God always keeps him a remnant. He always sends a message, and he sends a word to those that will not forget about God. And so Isaiah begins to release a prophetic utterance telling them about a soon coming time, a season where things that they see is going to change, that a shift will take place, that they're going to move from one place to the next. They were in a season of great struggle and turmoil, but God promises that there will be a season where he will establish their flow. And now when we look at our own lives, the reality is that many of us that are in this place tonight, if we can tell the truth, no matter what we're wearing, no matter how churchy we have become, it does not matter how much we praise and we worship God, there are some seasons in our lives when we felt like God was not hearing us, when we felt like God has forgotten about us. Do I have anybody here that's not going to hide behind your outfit tonight and say, I'm one of those that was wondering, God, what in the world is happening right now? I know that a lot of times the old school church taught us that we should not question God. We should not have any questions about what's going on and what's happening, or why it looked like the devil is going crazy, running crazy through our lives. But I beg to differ. Sometimes you got to ask God a few questions. Lord, what is this? What lesson am I supposed to learn about what I'm dealing with right now? Amen. Some of us have gone through many different lessons. There's some of us that realize that in this walk with God, while we are trying to be pure, while we're trying to be holy, while we're trying to be righteous, that our connections are not always going to celebrate who we are and what God is getting ready to do in our lives. I don't want nobody in here to act like you've got people in your life that is always going to push you ahead and always going to celebrate you and always going to celebrate what God is doing. The reality is you've got some undercover people that don't want to see you make it, but they stay close enough. They stay friendly enough. Y'all ain't going to help me talk tonight. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, be careful of those kind of friends that remain friendly enough so that whenever you're going through, they can get the details of your go through. They can get the details of your suffering. I ain't got nobody here because you think that everybody that's around you, because they say that they love you, you believe them because they tell you that they got your back. You believe them, but when it all is all said and done, God snatching the covers off and showing you who's in your circle. Tell somebody, God's going to purge out. I know that I got to take a pause right here and just deviate for a moment. Find you about 3 people and tell them God's purging my circle. God's purging. He's purging me from people that are toxic. He's purging me from people that will poison me. He's purging. Come on. I wish I had somebody to open up your mouth. Tell your neighbor it's purging time. And so as we walk throughout our lives, we go through seasons and we go through times where either A, we've been in friendships that did not work out. B, some of you have been in relationships that did not work out. And the reality is you didn't learn your lesson from the last knucklehead you were with, and you allowed yourself to get right back up in the same type of relationship with the same type of people, and they're just in different bodies. But tell somebody, I've gone through enough. If I see a sign that he's an idiot, I'm going the other way. If I see a sign that she's a lunatic, I'm getting ready to run. Don't be saying nothing. Tell your neighbor, be careful, be careful, be careful. You go through seasons of suffering. You go through seasons of pain. Y'all give me about 10 more minutes because I feel my preacher creeping up on me, and I'm going to say this and get out of your way. You go through seasons where people look at you and they take for granted because you look good. You don't look like what you've been through, and so they think that there ain't nothing to you. But I dare you, tell your neighbor, if you only knew, if you only knew what I had to survive, if you only knew, oh come on, y'all ain't talking. I need some preachers in the pew tonight. Look over at your neighbor, say, if you only knew what I had to live through, you would understand that I'm more than just an outfit. I'm more than just a good look. I survived hell. I ain't got nobody here. Tell somebody I survived the worst of some things. In fact, some of the things that I've gone through, people lost their minds in the middle of it. Some of the things I've gone through, people have committed suicide. But I'm here to tell the story. Look at your neighbor and say, I thank God I'm here. I thank God I can tell the story. I thank God that I can let the devil know he lost again. I need 20 people in here to shout. He lost again. He thought I was going to bow out. He thought I was going to go out for the count. But the Bible says you may be troubled on every side, yet not distressed. You may be perplexed, but you're not in despair. You may be persecuted, but you're not forsaken. You may be cast down, but tell your neighbor, I'm not destroyed. I'm not. Come on, y'all ain't helping me. Tell somebody I'm not destroyed. And so the Bible says that now Isaiah begins to prophesy to those that would heed the word of the Lord. Are y'all almost ready back there? He begins to prophesy and he tells them the first thing I got to do with you before I take you to another level, before I take you into another dimension, I've got to clear your thinking.